Meghan panics. Angry Archie Harrison nanny leaks clips. Meghan Markle caught red-handed harassing Montecito staff. Wait, did Meghan Markle just get caught on camera harassing staff? It started with a whisper, a curious, hushed rumor that slipped out of the gates of the Duke and Duchess's Montecito mansion like smoke from a fire no one wanted to admit was burning. But then, boom. It turned into a viral storm, faster than Meghan could say privacy. One leaked clip, one very angry nanny, and a lot of very shocked staff members. If you thought royal scandals were reserved for awkward tiaras and subtle shade at palace brunches, think again. What's unraveling in Montecito is a behind-the-scenes drama worthy of its own Netflix series, and this time, Meghan Markle isn't directing the story. She's the star, and not in the flattering, fairy tale kind of way. But what exactly was caught on camera? Who is this fiery nanny? And why is everyone from Buckingham Palace to Beverly Hills whispering the same words? Caught red-handed. Grab your tea, because this gossip is hot, and let's dive into the footage, the fallout, and the fascinating, drama-filled details of what might be Meghan's most unexpected royal unraveling yet. The calm before the clip. What was really going on in Montecito? On the outside, the $14.6 million Montecito estate looked like every influencer's dream. Lush gardens, sweeping mountain views, and that coastal California glow. But behind the high hedges and tightly locked gates, staff turnover was higher than a Hollywood divorce rate. Over the past 2 years, insiders whispered of a rotating door of nannies, chefs, and assistants. At first, it was easy to dismiss. High-profile homes come with high-maintenance living. But then came the nanny. Let's call her Clara. Fierce, protective, and not here for anyone's royal nonsense. Clara had been working quietly for Archie Harrison, growing close to him and trusted by many on the inside. But she didn't stay quiet for long. Question is, what pushed Clara over the edge and into the arms of the internet with an arsenal of leaked clips? The clip that shook Montecito, Meghan's royal rant caught on camera. Let's paint the picture. It's a sunny Montecito afternoon. Staff members bustle around the estate. And in walks Meghan Markle, seemingly irate over a wrongly labeled set of organic dog treats delivered that morning. Yes, dog treats. The clip shows her pacing the patio, visibly frustrated, as she gestures toward a young staffer who appears visibly uncomfortable. Her voice, calm at first, but quickly rising to the tone of, well, if Regina George and Miranda Priestly had a baby with a grudge. You had one job, Meghan allegedly snaps. Is it really that hard to follow instructions around here? What follows is a series of microaggressions, rolled eyes, and dismissive commands that left staff members speechless, and Clara hitting record on her phone. But why now? Why leak it? And what's in it for Clara? The nanny's breaking point. Why Clara spoke out. Sources close to Clara say she tried everything, raising concerns internally, requesting transfers, even quietly asking to leave. But the breaking point came when Archie, just 5 years old, reportedly began mimicking his mother's tone toward others. He walked into the kitchen and told one of the chefs, "You're not doing it right." "You never do," Clara revealed to a friend. And the way he said it, it was like watching a little mirror of her. It was in that moment she knew, if no one else was going to speak up, she would. And so the clips were released. One by one. Some just audio, others with shaky footage, but all shocking. From condescending tones to passive-aggressive emails shown on camera, the evidence painted a much darker reality than the public-facing image Meghan had cultivated. And yet it was only the beginning. Because what happened next flipped the narrative even further. Meghan's meltdown, damage control in designer heels. As the clips went viral, Meghan did what any seasoned celebrity would do, damage control. Her team scrambled for statements. Allegations were taken out of context. Staff had been let go for underperformance. Clara? An angry former employee with an agenda. But here's the thing. When you've built your empire on relatability and compassion, the world doesn't react kindly when a nanny reveals your inner Cruella. In the days that followed, Meghan reportedly broke down in tears at a private brunch in Montecito. Her inner circle described her as blindsided, betrayed, and worried sick that this could damage her new lifestyle brand and upcoming media deals. Because here's what the world was wondering. If this is how she treats staff, what's real and what's performance? The Montecito staff revolt. No more silence. As the clips circulated, something incredible happened. Former staffers began stepping forward, chefs, drivers, assistants, even gardeners. They started sharing their stories. One claimed Meghan once forced them to redo the entire holiday table decor because the napkin rings didn't feel elevated. Another shared how she reportedly insisted on 6 outfit changes per day during her second pregnancy, including backup shoes that had to be steamed. There were tales of whispered meetings in the garage, coded text messages to survive the day, and even a secret group chat nicknamed the Crownless Chronicles. The real shocker? How many of these employees said they stayed, not for the paycheck, but out of love for Archie. Archie at the center, a royal kid in a reality show world. Let's not forget the most important person in all this, Archie Harrison. A sweet child born into royal chaos, now caught in the crossfire of leaked footage and public drama. Clara insists her motivation was never revenge, it was protection. I wanted people to see what this environment was really doing to that boy, she reportedly said. He needs more than designer onesies and press releases. He needs kindness. Psychologists chimed in online, expressing concern for a child growing up surrounded by staff and fear, a rotating door of caretakers, and endless media glare. And in a world where everything's curated, maybe these leaked clips were the rawest look at the real Montecito yet. What happens now? The fallout and the future. Since the leak, sources say Meghan has ramped up security, fired multiple staffers again, and brought in high-end crisis PR specialists. But no matter how polished the next photo shoot looks, the internet never forgets. And neither do the people who watched those clips and felt a little less alone in their own experiences with toxic workplaces and manipulative personalities. Meanwhile, Clara has reportedly left California and is working on a tell-all memoir. Tentative title? Behind the Gates, My Year with Meghan. And if that ever gets published, you better believe it'll be a bestseller. So, what's the bigger lesson here? This isn't just about royal drama or a celebrity meltdown. It's about the power of everyday people speaking out when something feels wrong. It's about recognizing that titles and tabloid covers don't excuse behavior. And maybe, just maybe, it's about finally listening to the staffers, the assistants, and yes, the nannies who often see it all. Let's be honest, we've all had a Meghan at work. The boss who snapped at you for using Comic Sans. The manager who treated people like robots. The colleague who could give an Oscar-winning performance in meetings but was a nightmare behind the scenes. And sometimes, all it takes is one brave voice to say, enough. Final thoughts. What can we learn and what should you do next? If there's one takeaway from this Montecito mess, it's this. You don't need a crown to act like royalty. True class is how you treat people when no one's watching. Whether you're scrubbing dishes, raising kids, or running a company, your tone, your empathy, and your basic human decency matter. Every time. Now it's your turn. Have you ever dealt with a toxic boss or environment like Clara did? Do you believe these clips reveal the truth? Or is it all smoke and mirrors? The internet reacts. Sympathy for Clara, side eyes for Meghan. When the leaked clips hit social media, it was like dropping a royal-shaped match into a field of dry gossip. Twitter erupted. TikTok creators began reenacting the infamous dog treat tantrum. Memes poured in like royal wedding confetti. And surprisingly, most of the internet wasn't laughing at Clara. They were rallying behind her. She's a modern-day Mary Poppins with receipts, one user tweeted. On Reddit, a thread titled "Former Royal Staffer Exposes Meghan," and "It's Not Pretty" reached over 100K upvotes in hours. People weren't just watching for drama. They were connecting Clara's story to their own experiences, bad bosses, power imbalances, and the crushing silence many feel when treated unfairly at work. And let's be real, when someone finally dares to speak out, it triggers a kind of catharsis. Clara's courage gave voice to what so many have been too scared to say. But while the world was reacting with popcorn in hand, the real tension was brewing where it always does, inside the palace of public opinion. Meghan's inner circle. Cracks in the royal reinvention? Behind the glossy magazine covers and Pinterest-perfect avocado toast, Meghan Markle has worked tirelessly to reinvent her public image, from Suits star to royal renegade, then to a wellness warrior meets mother-of-two brand queen. But image management is a full-time job, and the cracks are starting to show. Reports say close friends have distanced themselves quietly. Some charity partners are reviewing their association. And even a few high-profile Hollywood names are ghosting calls, not wanting to get caught in the fallout. Remember that big upcoming podcast rebrand? Or her rumored lifestyle brand? Suddenly, everything's on pause. Not canceled, but paused. Which, in Hollywood, is just a polite way of saying, let's see how bad this gets. The question now is, can Meghan bounce back? Or is this the moment when public trust officially expires? Royal silence. Buckingham Palace watches and waits. Back in the UK, Buckingham Palace is keeping mum. No statements, no subtle shade, not even a palace insider leak. Just silence. But make no mistake, they're watching. Some insiders say the palace has no desire to wade back into Megxit waters. Others hint this could finally tip the scale, giving Charles and William the leverage they need to take further steps: title removal, charity distancing, or even public denouncement. And if you're thinking, would the royal family really do that? Just ask Prince Andrew. The bigger question, are Meghan and Harry still useful to the firm? Or are they now liabilities in Montecito clothing? Parenting in the public eye. The pressure cooker that no one talks about. Let's hit pause for a second and talk about something real. Being a parent is hard. Being a parent in the spotlight? That's next-level exhausting. The pressure to do it right, smile for the cameras, hit every milestone, and dodge judgmental strangers. It's intense. And Meghan isn't immune. She's juggling motherhood, marriage, press, products, paparazzi,